Turning now to the conflict in the Middle East, where U.S.-owned ships were attacked by Yemen's Houthi rebels just yesterday. This latest attack comes as fierce fighting continues in Gaza, with residents in the southern city of Khan Younis reporting almost nonstop aerial and ground fire. Our Charlie D'Agata has more.
In Israel's relentless assault on Khan Younis, Hamas says more than 50 civilians were killed in the past 24 hours alone. The UN says a strike on a shelter killed 12, injuring 75 more. Releasing new video, Israeli military says it has surrounded the Hamas stronghold. Amid growing claims Israeli soldiers are shooting unarmed civilians, this video has emerged of men waving a white flag in a designated safe zone. A burst of gunfire, and one man is shot dead. The IDF told CBS News today it's not aware of the incident and, quote, the video is clearly edited and we have no way to comment. In the widening regional war, Iranian-backed Houthi rebels were once again on the attack. 2 U.S.-flagged merchant ships were targeted while transiting into the Red Sea. A U.S. Navy escort intercepted multiple missiles and, according to U.S. officials, there were no injuries or damage to the vessels. The Houthis refusing to back down despite the best efforts of the U.S. and its allies to cripple their ability to strike back.
All right, so Charlie D'Agata is joining us now with more from Tel Aviv. Charlie, you know, we could ask you about a lot of different things, but I want to ask you about this kind of diplomatic spat that we talked about a little earlier between Israel and Qatar over this alleged audio recording of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. It sounds like he's being critical of Qatar's mediation attempts. Qatar has been basically the only country that has been sort of partway successful in hammering out a ceasefire and other things between Hamas and Israel. What's the fallout of this all?
Well, yes, Anne-Marie, as you said, this is critical. These are the mediators that the United States has been using, that Israel has been using. Our only real contact with Hamas, obviously, Israel will not negotiate with Hamas directly. After that audio is released, this alleged audio, we have to keep saying that, Qatari said this is irresponsible and destructive. Now, what he said, or is alleged to have said, is pretty damaging. Qatar is no different from the UN or the Red Cross, also slamming the UN and the Red Cross because they've been at odds with the Israeli Defense Forces here for some time, of differing reports about getting aid to the people inside Gaza. He said it was problematic, or alleged to have said it was problematic, that they had been funding Hamas, which is why they have that sort of relationship. He even went a little bit further to criticize the United States, because the United States has a base there, and the United States has extended the time that base will be in Qatar. So really damaging all sides in terms of the negotiations that are taking place. Having said that, there is news that there may be developments on that side, that the hostages may be released. We may see a month-long ceasefire. The Israelis may be on board. One of the critical components of that is there was a demand that they would force Hamas leadership to leave Gaza. Maybe they are being a bit more flexible on that. But again, these are all reports. The U.S. Representative Brett McGurk is in that region trying to negotiate the release of the hostages and a possible temporary ceasefire. But we won't know any of this until the news comes out, either from here or from the White House.
Wow. All right, Charlie, thank you very much.
Thank you.